I'm back with another theme day. We're going to be doing water level music. Mru in the chat, I don't know if that's a cat noise or a cow noise or what, but Mru in the chat suggested Back to Back from Sonic Rush. I love this song. I already know this song. I'm gonna have a lot of cool things to say about it. It's a Naganuma song, right? Yeah. All right, we're gonna jam out to this, and then I'm gonna go back and talk about the theory.
Back to back, it's spinning on it back to back, on the turn takes back to back, it's spinning on it back to back, on it back to back, back to back.
So we got samples. We got some crunchy, like, clean guitar.
On the turn takes back, on it spinning on it back to back, it's spinning on it back to back, on the turn takes back, spinning on the turn, it's spinning on the turn takes back.
Now we got chopped. I think those are guitars. Some haze. Now we got like big synths and stuff doubling those like guitar strum samples. Yeah, then there's this synth melody that I think it's just the same every time. And then they chop it up. I don't even have much to say. Like, this is mostly just sampled elements. And it's a very, like, 50s rock kind of chord progression that it's riffing on, right? It's just cool. It's crunchy. Yeah. So it's like playing with the layers that are happening at different times, right? Yeah. So crunchy. And it's pretty much the same chord progression all the way through, right? It just decides whether it's stabbing it or keeping it in the backbeat, right? Yeah, oh god, that ending. I feel like I've ended songs that way. Okay.
Okay, but before we break that down, let me tell you something. I don't have a sponsor for this video. My efforts are funded by generous contributions from viewers like you through Patreon. If you want to see more of this, and you want to hear more of my stuff than anybody else can right now, go to case.dog/join, or click that link up in the card and become a moonling. That's where you get to hear my unreleased music, get access to a VIP chat in my Discord where I post the evolution of my tracks as I work on them. You can get the master stems to my 100+ songs that I've put out, and there's tiers where you can see your name in a lower third in the video, which you're about to see. Thanks for listening, and yeah, I do have blue hair now. Back to the video.
This song is very Jet Set Radio. Yeah, it's the same composer as Jet Set Radio. Hideki Naganuma has a very, very, very crunchy style, right? So that drum, the percussion in the background, that doesn't sound like samples. That sounds like a flipped, I mean, it sounds sampled, but it sounds like a flipped, like, loop sample, right? Because you can hear, like, background noise and stuff. That is more so a thing if you take something, if you lift something from material and then mess with it, like, effect-wise, than if you're just, like, you know, have your own samples and you're putting them together. Usually sample packs don't come with that much, like, background static. Yeah, we're getting a lot of sample flips here. Getting some guitars that are just like, it sounds like the guitars are like maybe recorded for this, maybe lifted from somewhere and then sped up. They sound like they're sped up, right? All right, then we get the chords. So it's from F, 4, 5, 4, 1, 4, 5, 4. And it's just that. And I think it's that the whole way. Oh, that would be a 7, yeah. Yeah, so it sneaks in a 7th there. Cool. Ah, and that 7 stays there when it moves up. So that makes me think that maybe those are like pitch shifted and it's the same chord, just like transposed. Yeah, and then sometimes instead of going down to 4, it just stays and stabs on the 5 a couple times. And sometimes it does it longer. And what is that little guitar fill that keeps getting cut in? There's 2. There's one on the right side that's going, and there's one on the left side that's going. It's doing something like that in one ear, and doing something like in the other ear on the guitar. Yeah. Oh, what does it do there? Ah, it restarts the pattern once. That's so funny. Like, it just doesn't, it just decides, like, I'm gonna throw an extra half a bar here. Yeah, and okay, and then it takes it back away, so it does even out. It just shifts the whole rhythm of the thing for like a bar. And then it just does this thing where it runs up the... for like a section ending, right? Yeah, and that bass has this like... where it like will skip back to the beginning of the pattern. It's a very like DJ kind of thing, but it's also used like compositionally in this. And like the way that it offsets things is like accounted for musically by the composition. It's not just throwing an extra beat in and rolling with it, you know? And you're never gonna believe this, the notes that it's playing in the melody are literally the same as the roots. It's just going up and down what those root notes are, but faster. This is the 1-4-5 song of all time, I gotta say. If there is a song that 1-4-5s, this 1-4-5 is the hardest. I love this song. This song is super simple, but it's super high energy, and I love it. It's just a good vibe. The thing about Sonic Rush is you can just straight up run on the water if you go fast enough. It was the first boost game, right? Everything in that is very high energy, and it's very, like, try to stay above water. You will be going through water, you will be, like, shot into water, like, water cannons and shit. But, like, it definitely has the feeling of, like, you know, you're out on the beach for a good time, and you're fucking cruising. You're cruising, you're gliding on that water. Like... keep up. I definitely get that vibe from this track. I am gonna give this a 4 out of 5 also. This is a 4 out of 5 for me. Sonic Rush, back to back. It's a high 4 out of 5. I like it. It's very simple though. It's a very production heavy song more than it is like compositional though. But I dig it. It's very intense, yeah. Thank you to Mru in the chat for suggesting Back to Back from Sonic Rush. Fucking love this song. All right, how do you think I did? If you like the analysis, hit like. If you want to see more stuff like this in the future, hit subscribe and the bell to make sure you see when new videos go up. Let me know what you think. Is there anything you think I missed or glossed over? Let me know in the comments. I would love the feedback. I'll see you next time.